M&B.
Welcome to the
M&B
Dynasty.
Hey, you guys, and welcome back to M&B Dynasty. For those of you that are new to our channel, this is M&B, and this is M&B Dynasty.
We back with another video with story time.
Yes, y'all, this is story time with M&B Dynasty. You want to tell them what kind of story? Want me to tell it? So this story, y'all, this video, we're going to be telling a story about how we relocated for the second time to another town.
No. Yeah, second time.
Yeah,
yep,
second time.
Second time, y'all.
Yep. We had only been married for about a year, right? So, all right, y'all. We had been married for about a year, and we moved to my hometown after a couple months after we got married. After living there for a year, I decided I wanted a change of scenery. Like, I was tired of the same old, same old.
And y'all, I'm like, what?
He didn't want to go.
I ain't want to go nowhere.
He wanted to stay.
We was already established. We already had our own apartment. Well, not apartment, duplex.
Mm-hmm.
And I had 2 jobs. One job under the table.
No, you had 3 jobs.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. 3 jobs, one under the table.
Yep.
Us to do on the side. And
we was doing pretty good for ourselves.
We're doing pretty good for ourselves. And I'm just like, nah, man. I don't want to go nowhere.
But I wanted to go, y'all. I had been living in the same city since I was like a teenager. I just wanted something new, you know what I'm saying? So we was like literally arguing. Y'all, we was arguing like straight up beefing because I wanted to move and he didn't.
And y'all, our townhome was so nice.
It was really nice. And it was a 2-bedroom, 1 bath.
I just came from the hood. So I'm just sitting there looking like
we came from the hood.
Yeah.
Our first place together was in the hood.
Straight hood.
That's another story time, y'all.
I'll tell y'all about that a little bit next time.
We came from the hood. We moved to the outskirts of the city, you know, like the upper class. Yeah. And we had a nice place and everything, but I wasn't content. I was like, nah, I want to move. I want to do better. So
it's kind of like the TV show, The Just Moving On Up.
So yeah, basically we go and we visit this new town, and literally I'm like, okay, you know, I see potential here or whatever. We found a place, and y'all, the place was so run down. I can't even lie. It was so run down. He was like, you want me to give up my nice place and move here? This where we gonna live at? I was like, yeah. He was like, man, no. We work hard for what we got. I don't want to move. I'm like, come on. You know, it's better opportunities or whatever. We can do it. Y'all, he wasn't going for it.
I wasn't budging at first, y'all.
I
was trying to put my foot down. She was like, nah. She was trying to talk to one of our former pastors about it. And I'm just like, man.
Y'all, it was crazy. So anyways, we travel back and forth from our hometown to this new town, right? We find this place, and the house was owned by an old couple. Y'all, they were so janky. I can't even lie. But anyways, they owned the house. They was like, you know, yeah, we gonna let y'all live here. It was the 15th of the month when we moved in. They was like, yeah, we're gonna let y'all live here for the rest of the month free. Then y'all just gotta pay the first month's rent when the first month rolled around. Y'all, tell me why we didn't have the money to pay the first month's rent. We lived there for 15 days and couldn't even afford the first month's rent.
And trying to figure out how we gonna pay the rent.
Man, y'all, oh my gosh. Okay, so within the 15 days, we moving out of our old place and we moving into the new place. Still ain't got the money to pay for this place, right?
No money.
So we couldn't afford a U-Haul. We could not afford a U-Haul. I called my uncle and I was like, you know, we trying to move. We ain't got no way to move our stuff, blah, blah. He was like, yeah, I got a trailer y'all can borrow. So I'm like, I bet, you know, that's free. You ain't got to put no gas in the trailer. We hooked the trailer up.
We hooked the trailer up. Wow, I ain't know where to hook it up right. I tried to put the trailer on, y'all. Shoot, I tried to put it down on the ball. I thought it was already on the ball. I started driving.
The trailer came
Came
off.
off. I said, oh, man.
Y'all, I'm telling you, like, this whole move was janky. So we load up our stuff out the house. We decided we was going to go ahead and take our beds and our, stuff like that and move it. And then, we'll try to get the money, come back, get a U-Haul and get the rest of our bigger items. But at least, we'll have a bed to sleep on. Y'all, we literally fighting, right? Sorry if y'all heard the dog in the background. He trying to be nosy and stuff. But we finally get the trailer hooked up right. And we load the mattress and box spring onto the trailer along with a few other items. It's like probably about 8 o'clock at night, maybe 8:30, 9 o'clock, something like. It was late, y'all. It was so dark. So we riding, right? We arguing the whole way. I mean, we going at it. Because he still don't want to go, and I still want to go.
2 hours.
It's about an hour and 30 minutes.
That's almost
something like it. Yeah. So anyways, we coming down the highway, y'all. And as we arguing, I don't want to go. I don't want to go. Every couple of minutes, I'm looking at the back of the truck and making sure our stuff is all right on the trailer. It's pouring down, raining. It's freezing cold. And we still moving. Yep, it was lightning, thunder, and everything, right? So we get about 15 minutes outside of the town?
About 10 minutes.
About 10 minutes. We get about 10 minutes outside of town of where we was relocating. Y'all, all of a sudden, we heard something. We heard a loud noise. I looked at him. He looked at me. We forgot we was even arguing. That's how loud it was. I was like, you heard that? He was like, yeah.
That being said.
He said, man, look out that window and make sure our stuff is all right. I looked out the window. Y'all, our bed was gone.
It was gone, y'all.
The whole bed was gone. The box spring had blew off of the trailer. And the mattress had blew off the trailer. He was like, man, I told you I ain't want to move. Now we're going to have to go back and get our stuff.
I was like, I told you, look. I was like, y'all, I told you this is a sign. This is a sign. We don't need to be moving up here right now.
I was like, no, everything happened for a reason. We just go back and get our stuff. So we pull over on the side of the highway or whatever. He get out the car. He told me, you going to come help me pick his stuff up? I was like, man, yeah, I'm going to help you. I'm mad at him. He mad at me. But we still trying to work together. Mm-hmm. Y'all, we walking down the highway to go get our stuff.
Look,
why 18-wheeler came through and ran over our stuff?
Boss spring. Went right through the boss spring, y'all.
It shattered.
When it's her beep. I'm like, man, I told you this was a bad idea, but she still ain't want to listen. Come on, let's move.
It's okay. We'll get another one. He was like, man, I told you I ain't want to move. I was like, it's okay. It's going to work out. All right, so we finally get to the house, right? By the time we get there, after all this is over, when we get there, it's probably about 12:30, 1 o'clock in the morning, right? Mind you now, we already done looked at the house, and everything looked copacetic. We don't see anything abnormal with the place. So we start moving our stuff in. Well, the little bit of stuff that was able to be saved on the trailer, we start moving this little stuff in. I'm walking past him, he walking past me. I'm bumping into him, he bumping into me, because I'm so furious at this moment, and he is so mad at me. He go out to the truck to get a box out the back of the truck, and I thought I heard a noise again. Y'all, I'm standing in the kitchen. I turn around and I look up. Tell me why it's roaches crawling on top of the ceiling. Y'all, now I got to go outside and tell this man that this new house got roaches. I didn't know what to do. I really didn't. At this point,
I wasn't happy about that. I was like, man, I already deal with this. I gotta deal with this again. They was like, what's up, cousin? I'm like, man.
They was waiting on us.
I just ain't know what to say, y'all. I couldn't believe it. Oh, I was like, this girl had me move all the way up to this city. And now we got roaches. And then I was like, we ain't have roaches at first, y'all. Y'all gotta remember, we had a nice place. We was the suburbs,
Mm-hmm.
and now we living back in the hood with roaches in the house. And they like, did you miss me? I'm like, nah, I ain't miss y'all. But now I gotta stay here because I signed a lease with this people.
We signed a lease with them people, and we already gave our notice on our old place. So, all right. So, recap: we done lost our mattress in Box Spring, and we still going. We mad at each other, and we still going. We go into the house, start moving our stuff in, and the roaches greet us at the door. So it can only get worse, right? Then on top of that,
Yeah, they're playing patty cake, y'all. Till dancing, having a party.
It was a whole bunch of them, y'all. I don't know where they came from.
I don't know where they came from,
When
y'all.
we
First looked at that house,
we didn't see
nothing.
nothing.
No roaches.
No
roaches.
Mm-mm.
They was hiding out or something, playing hide go seek or something.
Man.
And so we got there, they pop on out, said, hello.
Y'all, we was so freaking. I was mad at myself. I was like, you big dummy. What was you thinking? Why did you do this? Y'all, then, to make matters even worse, on top of all of that, like we said earlier, we did not have the money to live here. Like, these people literally let us live here for 15 days rent free before we had to pay the first month's rent. So I'm like,
we couldn't
man.
afford $300. $300, that's all the rent was.
Was it $300?
Yeah, we couldn't afford it, y'all.
We couldn't.
We couldn't afford $300.
Y'all, when I say we was broke.
We broke as a joke, y'all.
We was broke.
We had to give them $300 deposit, $300 for rent. We couldn't afford. We didn't know how we were gonna pay them.
$600. We ain't even have it. Then on top of that, they left the lights and the gas and the water in their name for 15 days. We couldn't even afford to get the lights, the water, and the gas cut on. Y'all, it was a sad situation. Then on top of that, so finally we move all of our stuff into the house. And we get established or whatever in the house, but we still mad at each other. When I say mad, I mean homeboy was sleeping in the living room on the floor with a hoodie on his head. He's like, I don't even want to sleep in the room with you. I'm so pissed off at you. I can't believe you did this stuff to me. I'm sleeping in here. You can stay on in there. I'm like, but I love you. He was like, man, love ain't gonna pay the bills.
Yeah, we ain't had nowhere to sleep.
Mad.
Yo, how would you feel? You lost your bed. You driving down the highway, you just hear.
Yeah, it was crazy. So then fast forward a little bit, we finally done made up, right? And now we on good terms. I'm like, okay, things are turning around. Like, we finally done moved. We done got our fresh start. Now we not fighting no more. Like, I'm loving on Bae. You feel me? Like, I'm loving him. Y'all, so we left. We left to go to I think we went to the store to go grocery shopping or something. I don't like using public bathrooms. So I was like, man, let me run in here and use the bathroom real quick before we run to the store. Y'all, I sat down on the toilet. I was like, why the toilet wet? I'm like, man, I know he ain't leave the toilet seat up. I mean, I know he ain't pee all over the toilet. I was so mad at him. I was like, why would you do that? Why would you not clean the toilet out? Blah, blah, blah. Like, I'm going off on him. He was like, I didn't do that. I didn't do that. Man, I was so mad at him. So I'm like, all right, whatever. I'm going to let it go. Y'all, we come back. We call ourselves Netflix and chilling. We laying in the bed. And then we laying in the bed. And I'm not, I'm trying to, forgive and forget. And he trying to forgive and forget. And we trying to be better people. Y'all, all of a sudden, we heard something. It said, whoosh. It was like, I'm looking around like, what in the world? Y'all, it sounded like it was a waterfall in the house. I swear, I kid you not. It sounded like a freaking waterfall in the house. He was like, man, what in the world is that? I said, I don't know. I ain't never heard that. Y'all, it's pouring down, raining outside. When I say pouring down, I mean, you can't even see in front of you. It's raining so hard. It's lightning and thundering. And where we lived at was like kind of like a flood zone. So like the whole street corner was like flooded and stuff. So we was like, man, I know the roof didn't cave in. Man. Okay, so attached to our bedroom is the bathroom. Then on the other side of the bathroom is the kitchen. So the door that goes from our bedroom to the bathroom was open. He gets up and he goes into the bathroom. He was like, man, you have got to be kidding me. I was like, oh man, what's going on now? We finally on good terms. What's going on? Y'all, I get up, I take off running in the bathroom. Tell me why me and him just standing there, we like this, mouth wide open, because we is just shocked. Please explain to me why the freaking septic system backed up in the toilet and water was shooting up out of the toilet like a whole waterfall. Yeah, I was just like,
there was a whole bunch of water on the floor, y'all.
That's the reason why my butt got wet the day before, a couple days before that, when it was raining. Yeah. We did not know that this is what was happening, but yet and still, we didn't sign this freaking lease. Yeah, I was like, you have got to be kidding me. Like, what else could possibly go wrong? We called the landlords. They talking about, oh, we don't know why that happened. That has never happened before.
They knew it happened.
They had to. Y'all, I'm telling you. Then we turn around. Tell me why water was coming up out the shower drain. Y'all, when I tell you I was done, I was completely done for. Like completely done for. Mind you now, we still got to pay these people $300 rent and $300 deposit because we already done signed a lease. We can't even afford rent and deposit, so we sure can't afford to buy out of the lease. We ain't got no choice but to stick it out. Y'all, so then we arguing again. Mm-hmm. He like, man, you let us move into this old janky house. I was like, babe, I didn't know it was janky. I just wanted us to do better and start out fresh. Y'all, it was so messed up. So now we sitting in the bedroom. We literally was sleeping on an air mattress because our mattress got towed up by the semi. We sleeping on the air mattress, y'all. So we literally sitting on the floor the next day, and we going through like our boxes and stuff that we had packed up there. Y'all, tell me why we was going through this box. You know how like you have like an old envelope, an old piece of junk mail or something, and you just write on the back of it, throw it in the drawer, don't worry about it. Maybe it's just me, but yeah, that's what it was. And it was from the insurance company. From his previous job. What happened was I used to have like really, really bad migraines, and I used to have to go to the emergency room to get a shot in order to treat my migraines. Well, this particular time I went to the ER and the hospital refused to accept payment from the insurance company because I had already owed them for me going so many times getting these shots. So the insurance company has sent us a letter. So we sitting here opening up all our old mail, trying to shred stuff that we don't need anymore. And so when I opened up the letter, he's sitting there, he was like, man, that looked like a check. I was like, man, this ain't no check. He was like, yeah, it looked like a check. I was like, why would they send us a check? I told her,
look at the back of it. I was like, usually when you look at the back of the check and it say something, sign on the back.
Yeah, your signature. He's like, turn it over. So I'm flipping it. I'm like, man, it says a check. He was like, man, it's probably fake. I was like, hold on, let me call the
back of it. Did I call the back of it?
I called the insurance company. Uh-huh. And they said that they had to talk to him because he was the policy holder. So he gets on the phone, he verifies himself or whatever. They was like, okay, now we can speak to her. So they talking to me and they was like, well, turns out a few months before that, it was like, 84 days had went by and we had this envelope and didn't even know it. It was like 6 days from expiring or something like that. So they was like, yeah, turns out the hospital denied our payment for you being seen and we ended up sending y'all the check. Y'all, tell me why this check was just enough. It was just enough to pay the rent, the deposit, the lights, the water, the gas, and get groceries.
Yep, and still have a little less money over. You think we gave that any money to that hospital?
Y'all, we were so dang happy. We know what to do.
We kept all of that shit.
Sure did. We were so happy. Yeah. Look, we was jumping around. He was like, thank you, Jesus. Thank you. Y'all, we was so freaking happy, bro. We were so happy. And that right there was a sign to us that we were supposed to stay where we was at. Because y'all, we was about ready to just be like, you know what, forget it. Let's go on back home. But the Lord really do be working in mysterious ways.
Boy, when she moved, we thought I was about to get put out of that place. I was about to tell her move where she went back to her hometown.
And he was going to go back home. Yeah, y'all. He had called his old job from his old hometown. They was willing to give him his job back. Like, we was like, you know what? If we got to just get a divorce, then so be it. Like, we was over it. We was so over it. But, like I said, when that check ended up being more than enough, it was almost like we was able to overlook all the petty stuff. And we was able to see that, first of all, this is really where we were supposed to be. And second of all, God blesses you even whenever you don't feel like you deserve it. Like, we didn't think that we deserved that. We was looking at all the wrong things instead of trying to look at the bright side of the picture. And ultimately, everything worked out. We literally lived in that town, for about 9 years?
Yeah,
we stayed there for 9 years. I mean, everything worked out. Like, we gained so much just from moving there, and had we have went with our own feelings in the beginning, excuse me, had we have went with our own feelings in the beginning and said, oh no, this ain't gonna work, blah, blah, blah. Like, had we have allowed the devil to intervene, then we wouldn't have accomplished and been able to secure the things that we did. But because we were able to tough it out and, see the bigger picture, we ultimately, it was so much better in the end. So much better. Yeah.
We in the buying a house. We in the paying off our first car together there. Yep. We end up getting another car. And we end up getting another one. So, God truly blessed us. That's one thing I can say. We go through our ups and downs, but we just keep on pushing. You gotta keep God first in your marriage.
That is so true. That is so true. That's going to be it for this video. I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And we will see y'all in the next one. Bye.
Peace.